Everybody behave.
Jai Shri Krishna, Namaste, Suprabhatam. Ekam Shastram
Ekam Shastram
Devaki Putra Geetam
Devaki Putra Geetam
Eko Devo
Eko Devo
Devaki Putra Eva
Devaki Putra
Devaki
Eva
putra eva.
Eko Mantraha
Eko Mantraha
Tasya Namani Yani
Tasya Namani Yani
Karmapyekam
Karma Ekam
Tasya Devasya Seva.
Tasya Devasya Seva.
Jai Shri Krishna. So we will move on to the 21st sloka of the first chapter. So from 21st to 47th, we will do today. So each of you can recite possibly 5 slokas after me. Krishikesham tada vakyam
ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम्
idamahamahipate
इह माह महीपते इदमाह महीपते
Arjuna uvacha
अर्जुन उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापयमेच्युत
रथं स्थापयमेच्युत
यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेता निरीक्षेऽहम्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
योत्स्यमानानवेक्षेऽहम्
योत्स्यमानानवेक्षेऽहम्
ययेतेऽत्र समागताः
ययेतेऽत्र समागताः
धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धेः
धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धे
युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः
युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः
सञ्जय उवाच
सञ्जय उवाच
एवमुक्तो ऋषिकेशो
एवमुक्तो हृषीकेशो
गूढाकेशेन भारत
गुडाकेशेन भारत
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्
स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्
भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखतः
भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखतः
सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम्
सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम्
उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान्
उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान्
समवेतान् कुरूनिति
समवेतान् कुरूनिति
कृष्ण कृष्ण somebody else तत्र Tatra pashya sthitan partha
तत्रा पश्य स्थितान् पार्थः
पितृनथ पितामहान्
पितृनथ पितामहान्
आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातॄन्
आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातृ
पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा
पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा
श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव
श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव
सेनयोरुभयोरपि
सेनयोरुभयोरपि
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
मीक्ष्य स एव इतोपि एक स नास्ति मीक्ष्य स
ओके तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान्
सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान्
कृपया परयाविष्टो
कृपया परयाविष्टो
विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्
विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितम्
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितम्
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
गाण्डीवं संसृते हस्तात्
गाण्डीवं संस्त्रस्ते हस्ता
संसृते हस्तात्
संसत्रे हस्ता नो
संसृते
संस्रते
हस्तात्
गाण्डीवं संस्रते हस्तात्
त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते
त्वक्चैव परिध्यते
परिदह्यते
परिदह्यते
न च शक्नों व्यवस्थातुम्
न च शक्नों व्यवस्थातुम्
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण
if we just look at how interesting this concept is for us to feel this whole situation, Arjuna is now looking at all the warriors who are there, right? Today, in medicine, we've started discussing about psychosomatic disorders. Is that right? So psychosomatic disorders is like the mind symptoms leading to bodily reactions. So people say that, this person has got a BP, possibly throughout his life, he would have been a very angry person, which has resulted in the blood pressure increasing and things like that. So basically, a lot of mind can reflect over our physical reactions. And that can lead into serious physical problems. In fact, 80% of our health issues are psychosomatic, people say. Na? So here, that's exactly what Arjuna is saying. After seeing all his own friends and relatives on the war who are ready to fight him, and because he is Dhanurdhara, he is like well versed in warfare, he knows that if he is going to use his talents against his own people, definitely they are going to die, right? So he's like seeing everybody who's standing here, what all happens to me. Sidanti mama ghatrani mukam cha parishushyati vepatushta sharire me roma harshascha jayate. So here we know
Cold feet.
exactly. So Sidanti mama ghatrani, he is losing all his urge to fight, so to say. Mama ghatram, the courage that which he came, he is missing out on all that. And what has happens? Mukam cha parishushati, his face,
Dry.
you can see all his, it's getting dry. You can see it reflecting on his face. In Tamil, there is a famous proverb which we say, na, Agathin Aragu, Mugattil Teriyum. The face is a reflection of our mind. So that's what he says here. Mukam cha parishushati, it's all, my face has become dry. Vepatushcha sharire me, his body is starting to sweat as if he's so tensed. Roma harshascha jayate, his body is filled with horripilation. All his hair is standing erect in his body because he's not able to handle this. Gandivam samshrate hastat. So to what extent is
Falling
actually
down.
exhibited here? For many of us, our passion is more important than ourselves, right? We can see that in many situations. Even if our body is strained, even if we are tired, if we are not able to do something, still, when that particular thing comes, we are like energetic. No? I'm sure in our team, there are so many like that. Sleep is not important. Food is not important. Whatever we have to do is more important. So like that, for Arjuna, his Gandhibam is greater than his life. So he will do anything for it. In fact, in a later chapter in Mahabharata, there is a very, very interesting anecdote. I will just narrate that anecdote for us to appreciate and understand how important Gandhibam to Arjuna is. So he's so passionate about it that he takes a vrata. He takes a vrata saying that if anybody abuses my Gandiba, I will kill that person. Okay, so nobody will dare to say anything negative about Arjuna's Gandiba. It's like, children say, she's my best friend. If somebody says something about it, I won't be able to handle it, right? So Arjuna is so passionate. He says, if somebody says something about my Gandiba, then, I'm going to kill him. Now, what happens? During the Kurukshetra Yuddha, one day, Yudhishthira Maharaj expects Arjuna to defeat Karna, to kill him and then return back. But the war went on for such a long duration that sunset happened, that Arjuna had to return without killing Karna on that day. Now, Yudhishthira is eagerly waiting to hear the news. And then Arjuna says, no, it could not be done today. And, the sunset happened. According to the Dharma Yuddha, after sunset, no war is supposed to happen. Now, this makes Yudhishthira really angry. Karna has insulted me in the battlefield and you could not win over him in spite of fighting the whole day with him. What is the use of your Gandiba? So just give it off, or give it off to Bhima, give it off to anybody else. You are not, the right person and your Gandiba is useless. Something like that, in a spur of a moment, Yudhishthira abuses Arjuna's Gandiba. Now, Arjuna is like, I have taken an oath that if anybody speaks ill of my Gandiba, I'm going to kill them. He's now caught in this situation where he does not know what to do. Just think of how seriously they took their oath. If it's about killing his own brother, Arjuna is still thinking, okay, so should I kill my brother? And now he's all set to kill Yudhishthira, and they are fighting this war for the sake of Yudhishthira's victory. All the humiliation for all these years have happened because they wanted Yudhishthira in power so that Dharma can be re-established, right? So at this juncture, Arjuna is ready to fight and kill Yudhishthira himself. As usual, our Krishna comes. Krishna has to take care, like he has to protect whatever happens, dharma has to be protected. Now, Krishna comes to Arjuna and says, look, there are many ways. You don't have to physically kill him for your vow to, be held upright. Arjuna is like, what do I do? He abused my Gandiva, so there's no other way. I have to kill Yudhishthira now. So he says, just see how deep this concept is. Arjuna says, if you, who's younger to him, go and appreciate yourself in front of elders in a sabha, it is equivalent to, he speaks about two things. I'll first explain the second thing and then come to this. So Krishna says, if you go and abuse Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira is elder to you in age. He's supposed to be the king. He's your elder brother. Abuse Yudhishthira in the presence of all elderly people. That is equivalent to killing him. So insulting a person by words is equivalent to killing him, says Krishna. And that is a prayashita. He's like telling that as an option to physically beheading Yudhishthira. So now Arjuna goes there and he abuses Yudhishthira. He says that, because of you, we all went to the forest for so many years. Because of you, Panchali went to all these things. So he basically tells out everything. And now he does not have to physically kill Yudhishthira. That is taken care of. But after abusing Yudhishthira, Arjuna feels miserable himself. He is my elder brother. He's a pujaniya. I have to respect him. I'm used to just falling at his feet and not even opening my mouth in his presence. Now that I've abused my elder brother, I don't deserve living. So Arjuna says, I have to do Atmahatya for this big crime. There is no other way out for me. And now think about it. If Arjuna dies, then what can be done? This Yuddha cannot continue, right? Because he is the key person who can defeat the Kauravas. Now, Krishna is like, oh my God, what do I do? So Krishna says, don't worry, Arjuna. Now you have abused Yudhishthira, which is like killing him. Now, in the presence of all your elders, go and boast about yourself. Say how talented you are. And if you appreciate yourself in front of all your elders, it is suicidal. So it is like you have committed Atmahatya. So Arjuna goes there and he says, I am a, Dhanurdhar. I hold this Gandiva and I am, so great that nobody can defeat me, so on and so forth. So he praises himself in the presence of all the elders. Now Arjuna says, this is suicidal, right? So you don't have to kill yourself physically. This is equivalent to that. So these give us such great life lessons where humility is so important that in the presence of elders, we are supposed to be humble, and how much we are supposed to respect elders, all these. And these are not, created stories. These two stories are from Mahabharata itself. In the Bhishma Parva, where the Krishna-Arjuna Samvada happens during the war, all these are mentioned by Vedavyasa Maharishi itself. So such profound stories. So much of importance was given by Arjuna to Gandiva. Now, such a passionate weapon of his is just slipping off his hand. And he is the best known soldier there. So think of the kind of misery he's undergoing, right? So that is what is mentioned here. Gandivam samsrate hastat. My Gandiva is falling off from my hand. Now here, hastat. Can you all recollect what vibhakti it is? Let's do a brush up.
From 7th.
Panchami vibhakti. Panchami vibhakti. Hastat patati. Pustakam asti. Hastat pustakam patati. Ganga nadi asti. Himalayat Ganga nadi pravahati. Kandukam asti. Kandukam Utpitikat patati. Utpitikat patati. Duravani asti. Duravani hastat patati. Etadrisham. Hastataha atava hastat. Panchami vibhakti. So here what happens? Gandivam samsrate hastat. From his hand his Gandivam falls. Tvak chaiva paridahyate. What is tvak?
Skin.
Skin. Dahyate, dahati is burning, right? Fire. Agni, dahati. So his entire body is now so hot. He's feeling so feverish because he doesn't want to fight this war. Nacha shaknom vyavastatum. I'm not able to handle any of these. Brahmati vachame manaha. My mind is going everywhere in all directions. He's supposed to be the best person in focus and concentration. Do you all remember the Dronacharya story? Where
Yeah.
Dronacharya will test all his disciples, So he will want them to actually hit a target. A wooden bird will be done. The eye of the wooden bird will be the
Yes.
target for all his disciples. He will say, you have to go and, exactly hit the eye of the bird. All the students will come. Yudhishthira will come there. Dronacharya will ask, what are you seeing here? Yudhishthira will say, I'm seeing the mountains, I'm seeing all the trees, I'm seeing greeneries, I'm seeing the bird in the branch. Dronacharya will say, go back. Then Duryodhana will come. Duryodhana will again say, I'm seeing all my friends, relatives there, I'm seeing the tree, I'm seeing the environment. Dronacharya will say, go back. So many of them will be asked to go back to their respective positions, and students will be surprised. Why is our Acharya not even giving us an opportunity to perform? Only then he can decide whether we are capable of not, right? Or not doing it. But Dronacharya will not even give them an opportunity. When Arjuna comes, Dronacharya will ask, what are you seeing? He will say, the eye.
The eye.
Dronacharya will ask, do you see the bird? He will say, no. Are you seeing the branch? No. Are you seeing anything behind your friends, relatives, anybody? He will say, no. Dronacharya will say, okay, if just the eyeball is visible, hit it. He will hit the target, spot on. So much is the focus of Arjuna right from his childhood. And now during such a key war, where it's live or die situation, he says, Brahmati, mama manaha Brahmati. Brahmati vachame manaha. My, focus is wandering everywhere. So what can I do? So that is the situation. Each of these words is given for us to understand the intensity of the situation and also the greatness of Arjuna otherwise, because a person who's always got a fluctuating mind, we don't have to worry about him here. But for Arjuna, the mind not being under his control is one big deal. So we have to understand his background to appreciate this. Nimittani cha pashyani. We'll start from there now. Next person.
I'll go with you, Guru. Yeah.
Yes. Nimittani cha pashyami.
Nimittani cha pashyami.
Viparitani keshava.
Viparitani keshava.
Na cha shreyonu pashyami.
Na cha shreyo nupushpashyami.
Hatva swajanamahave.
Hatva swajanamahave.
Na kankshe vijayam Krishna.
Na kankshe vijayam Krishna.
Na cha rajyam sukhani cha.
Na cha rajyam sukhani cha.
Kim no rajyena govinda.
Kim no rajyena govinda.
Kim bhogair jivitena va.
Kim bhogir jivitena va.
Yesham arthe kankshintam no.
Yeshamarthem kangikshatam.
Kankshitam no.
Kangshitam no.
Rajyam bhogha sukhani cha.
Rajyam bhogaha sukhani cha.
Because we are saying it continuously, you can say it as yo bhogas sukhani. Rajyam bhogas sukhani cha.
Rajyam bhoga sukhani cha.
Tayime vasthita yuddhe.
Taimeva sthita yuddhe.
Pranan styaktva dhanani cha.
Pranam sasyakta dhani cha.
Pranan
Dhanani.
styaktva
Pranam tyaktva
Tyaktva
dhanani
dhanani
cha.
cha. Tyajati tyaktva. Pranan styaktva dhanani cha. Acharya pitarah putraha.
Acharya pitara putra.
Tathaiva cha pitamaha.
Tathaiva cha pitamaha.
Matula shvashura pautraha.
Matula shvashura putra pautraha.
Shyala sambandhinastatha.
Shyala sambandhis nastata.
Etan nahantumichami.
Etan hantumichami.
Etan nahantumichami.
Etan hantumichami.
Gnatopi madhusudana.
Gratopi madhusudana.
Api trailokya rajyasya.
Api trailokya rajasya.
Heto kim nu mahi krite.
Heto kim nu mahi krite.
Krishna Krishna. Next one. Nihatya dharta rashtranaha.
निहत्यदार्तराष्ट्रान्नः
Ka priti syad janardana.
का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन
Papamevashraye dasman.
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान्
Papamevashraye dasman.
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान्
Hatvaitanatatainaha.
अद्वैतानाततायिनः
Tasmannarha vayam hantum.
तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुम्
Dhartarashtran swabandhavan.
धार्तराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान्
Swajanam hi katham hatva.
स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा
Sukhinasya madhava.
सुखिनः स्याम माधव
Yadyapyetena pashyanti.
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
Lobhopahata chetasaha.
लोभोपहत चेतसः
Kulakshaya kritam dosham.
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
Mitradrohe cha patakam.
मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्
Katham nagneyamasmabhi.
कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः
Papadasman nivartitum.
पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुम्
Kulakshaya kritam dosham.
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन
प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन
कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति
कुलक्षये
कुलक्षये
प्रणश्
प्रणशयन्ति
कुलधर्मा सनातनाः
कुलधर्मार्थसनातनः
सनातनाः
सनातनाः
धर्मे नष्टे
धर्मे नष्टे
कुलं कृत्स्नम्
कुलं कृष्णम्
अधर्मोऽभि
अधर्मोभिः
भवात्युत
भवात्मुतः पमात्मुतः
अधर्मोऽभि I'm repeating that. Adharmobhi. You're muted. Nina Bagni, you're muted.
अधर्मोभिः
Bhavatyuta.
भवत्युत
Adharmabhibhavat Krishna.
अधर्माभिभवत् कृष्ण
Pradushyanti kulastriyaha.
प्रदस्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः
Strishu dushtasu varshneya.
स्त्री स्त्रीषु I didn't get that.
Strishu dushtasu
स्त्रीषु दुष्टाषु
varshneya.
वार्ष्णेय
Jayate
जायते
Varnasankaraha.
वर्णसङ्करः
Here, Varshneya is a beautiful name of Krishna. He was born in the Vrishni Kula, right? So, Vrishni Kule Jataha Varshneyaha. Therefore, his name has become Varshneya because he was born in the Vrishni Kula. It is like calling Rama as Raghava. So, Vrishni Kula Varshneya, we say. Sankaro Narakayaiva.
Sankaro Narukayaiva
Kulagnanam kulasya cha.
Kulagnanam Kulasya cha
Patanti pitaro hesham.
Patanti Pitaro Hesham
Lupta pindodaka kriyaha.
Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha
Doshairetai kulagnanam.
Doshairetai Kulagnanam
Varna sankara karakaihi.
Varnasankara Karakaihi
Utsadhyante jati dharma.
Utsadhyante Jati Dharmaha
Kula dharmascha shashvataha.
Kuladharmascha Shashvataha
Utsanna kula dharmanam.
Utsanna Kuladharmanam
Manushyanam janardana.
Manushyanam Janardana
Narake niyatam vaso.
Narake Niyatam Vaso
Bhavatityanu
Bhavati Tyanushushruma
Aho batamahat papam.
Aho Batamahat Papam
Kartum vyavasitavayam.
Kartum Vyavasita Vayam
Yadrajya sukhalobhena.
Yadrajya Sukhalobhena
Hantum swajanamudhyataah.
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्यताः
Krishna Krishna. Edi mama pratikaram.
Gotta get the tone. Yadi mama pratikaram
Ashastram shastrapanayah.
ashastram shastrapanayah
Dhatarashtrarane hanyuh.
dardarashtrarane hanyuh
Tanme kshemataram bhavet.
tanme kshemataram bhavet.
Sanjaya uvacha.
Sanjaya uvacha
Eva muktva juna sankhye.
eva muktvarjuna eva muktvarjuna sankhye
Rathopastha upavishat.
rathopastha upavishat
Visrujya shasharam chapam.
visrujya sasharam chapam
Shoka samvigna manasaha.
shokam savignamanasaha
Shoka samvigna manasaha.
shoka samvignamanasaha
Tatsaditi.
tatsavidi
Srimad Bhagavad Geetha Supanishatsu.
Srimad Bhagavad Geetha Supanishatsu
Brahma Vidyayam.
Brahma Vidyayam
Yoga Shastre.
Yoga Shastre
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade.
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama.
Arjuna I don't have it in front of me, Guru.
Arjuna Vishada.
Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama
Pratamodhyayaha.
Prathamodhyayah
Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Krishnarpanamastu. Guru, ekam prashnam.
Padati.
Mama pustake antima shlokam va shat. It's actually 46. Shat chatur
षट्चत्वारिं शत्वा 47th clause there Sanjaya uvacha na asti va
na janami.
Gita Press pustakam va anya
Bhagavad Geetha, this is etat ISKCON pustakam.
ISKCON madhye abhi bhavati 47th ISKCON madhye asti
Yeah,
eva.
it's there, it's there.
Maybe I have an older edition, maybe. I don't know. Let me see which year.
Chinta nasti, you can follow what I'm showing on the screen anyway.
Very good, very good. Okay. Last line it was not visible. Sorry, that's why I was struggling.
So let's do the Bhagavan Uvacha and then wrap up for the day. Atha dvitiyodhyayaha.
Atha dvitiyodhyayah.
Anybody who's not told till now, if you want to say also, that's fine. Sudha Bhagini is not recited, I think, no?
I can do it.
Okay. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha
Tam tatha kripaya vishtam.
Tam tatha kripaya vishtam
Ashnupurna kulekshanam.
Ashnupurna kulekshanam
Vishidantamidam vakyam.
Vishidantamidam vakyam
Uvacha Madhusudana.
Uvacha Madhusudana.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Kutastva kashmalamidam.
Kutastva Kashmalamigdam.
Vishame samupasthitam.
Vishame Samupastitham.
I'll try to break this and say Anarya Jushtamasvargyam.
Anarjujushtamasvagyam.
Anarya
Anarya
Jushtam
Jushtam
Asvargyam.
Asvargyam.
Anarya Jushtamasvargyam.
Anaryajushtamasvargyam.
Akirtikaram Arjuna.
Kirtikaram Arjuna.
Klaibyam Masmagamah Partha.
Klaipyam Masmakamapartha.
Klaibyam Ma.
Klaikyam Ma.
Klaibyam.
Klaipyam.
Klaibyam Ma.
Klaipyam Ma.
Smagamah Partha.
Smagamapartha.
Naitattvayupapadyate.
Naitatvaya papud. Sorry, can you repeat?
Naitattvai
Naitatvai
upapadyate.
papatyate.
Naitattvayupapadyate.
Naitatvayupapadyate.
Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam.
Shudram drutaya daurvalyam.
Tyaktvottishta Parantapa.
Yakvodishta parantapa.
Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Astu. Idanim etavat paryantam pratamaadhyayam श्लोकत्रयं यावत् द्वितीय अध्यायात् वयं पठितवन्तः पञ्चवाक्यानि एतस्मिन् विषये वक्तुं शक्नोति वा संस्कृते पञ्चवाक्यानि प्रत्येकः एतावत् पर्यन्तं वयं किम् अवगतवन्तः इति वक्तुं शक्नोति वा सुधा भगिनी भवती आरम्भं करोतु भवती एव एतद् न कृतवती
भगिनी क्षम्यतां
पञ्चवाक्यानि किमपि वदतु अहं प्रारम्भं करोमि तर्हि अहं प्रारम्भं करोमि अनन्तरं भवन्तः वक्तुं शक्नुवन्ति
क्षम्यतां भगिनी
किम् अभवत्
I'm coughing too much, not able to speak much.
ओ एवमेवम् अस्तु चिन्ता नास्ति अस्तु भगवद्गीता मध्ये प्रथम अध्यायस्य नाम अर्जुन विषादयोगः प्रथम अध्याये सञ्जयः धृतराष्ट्रस्य समीपं वदति युद्धभूम्यौ किं किं प्रचलति इति वदति so like this try to explain that in you don't have to explain everything just some 5 sentences simplify samskrite vaktum prayatnam kurvantu Lakshmi Bhagini, I'll join back iti vadati. Bhagini. Astu, गृहकार्यरूपेण एतत् कर्तुं शक्नुवन्ति वा? Think about the first chapter. Try to write 5 simple sentences in Sanskritam about the first chapter. Is that fair enough? You can also include the first 3 slokas of the second chapter, not a problem. Till whatever we've completed today, 5 simple sentences Samskrite likantu.
Guru.
Saral, uttam. So one other thing before we wrap up is like I have been doing Dashavatara series in one of the online forums, on Saturdays. So we had a short break because of the New Year holidays and all that. We are resuming now. So Saturday, 5 o'clock, it will be there online. So any of you who are interested can get in touch with me if you want to do that. It's the Dashavatara Stotra of Swami Vedanta Deshika, which I'm doing. So that's one thing that's going on. So
Guru, if I say that
Guru,
better,
Kurma kada asti.
Bhavatya Vaktavya. Yeah, you can tell me when do you want to do it. If Kurma is too slow, let's move on to Varaha. Let him come slowly. We can do it, Bhagini.
February Mase.
Katham, kada.
Kada bhavantah saukaryam drishtva eva kurmah. Bhavati vadatu. We can finalize it even now if we want to. Let me check the calendar.
Between 20th and the end of the month, Guru. Let's finish it off, please.
Okay. So after the 20th.
give one date. You give one date, and then we'll all work around it.
Aham
It is
Chennai
going to be
Nagare
live, no?
nasti.
Sujata Bhagini nasti. Okay.
Brahmitum. Bombay Nagare gachati.
Oh, Bombay Nagaram.
No, you're there in between, Sujata. You're there in between. Okay, Guru, 2-3 dates. Please give us, Guru. We'll figure it out. We can do it.
After
Before
21st.
before 17th
Before
of
17th.
Feb, I'm okay.
Before 17. Okay. So should I look at before 17th or after 21st? No.
You can check, Neena. If I'm not there, if everybody else is there, it's fine.
Give 2 dates, Guru. We can do a recording also of yours, Sujata.
I can do a recording of mine. I can do a recording. If is it an online one?
Let's figure it out. Let's do both.
If it's online, then there's no problem. Wherever I am, I can join.
It can be online, but we can view it there. I mean, whoever there is can meet there. It
Okay,
could be
fine.
like
Sure,
hybrid kind of a thing, so we can do it.
Sure.
Okay. If it's before 17th, then 10th or 11th is good. If it's after 17th, we can place it somewhere. I can, work around that date.
18, 19, 20, those kind of dates. Sujata, you're also in town then.
No, I'm going away on 18.
18. And you're back?
21st.
My earphone is gone.
Okay.
Sorry?
She's back on 21st. She's back on 21st, Neena. I think that's what she said, available after 21st.
Hello?
back on 29th only, Neena. She's back only on 29th.
Oh,
Just
okay.
before the
Okay, what about the earlier dates? 17, 18, 19, those kind of dates? Earlier dates.
How are all of you placed on 17th itself in that case?
I'm okay.
17th itself?
17th, I'm okay.
Sujata Mundra Bhagini, you're also there on 17th? Sujata Mundra Bhagini, we are not able to hear you.
Suj, are you here on 17th? Okay, let's work on 17th. I'll talk to her.
Okay.
I think her line is gone. I'm cut off, I think.
Okay. So tentatively, let's see if it's workable 17th. All right. So let's do the Kayena Vacha and wrap up for the day. So between now and the next class, each of you can try to recite like 5 slokas from the first chapter and post it in our group so that we can review. We can get our pronunciations right for the first chapter. Vak Shuddhi. If we can get that, then it will be good. And also 5 sentences in Sanskritam about the first chapter. Astu? Kayena va. We'll do the final sloka and complete. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। अच्युताय नमः, अनन्ताय नमः, गोविन्दाय नमः। अच्युताय नमः, अनन्ताय नमः, गोविन्दाय नमः। अच्युताय नमः, अनन्ताय नमः, गोविन्दाय नमः। सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Jai Shri